welcome to Jardin, Oakwan. I'm Erica, and the other day, let's see, today is Tuesday. On Saturday, I planted some radishes. I kind of wish I would have filmed it, but I didn't think that I had enough room because I'm one of those people that has like really bad skills with the memory on my phone. So, and I'm doing all these videos on my phone and editing them and everything like that. So anyway, and we had some friends over the other day, but I will show you what they look like, and we'll give you my pointers and what I found out for things that work for me, or that have worked in the past year for me on radishes. So let me flip this around here. All right, so what we have here is a pallet, and it just kind of has like the little trays on it, the seed trays. But what we did is we got these seed trays, and they're screwed down into this pallet to keep them from blowing away, just because wind in Oklahoma can be unpredictable sometimes. But the seeds that I planted in here on Saturday are French breakfast radishes, and we filled this up with soil. I did see this on another video last year, I believe, or maybe I was just researching on the internet and I found an article where a gentleman had done this. But you just, fill it with soil, and then you sow your seeds, and then they just start growing. And then sometimes, they get a little bigger than what, this probably should be maybe like another ½ inch taller. It would be great, but not too many complaints here. We had loads and loads of radishes last year. If I can find a picture of some of our harvests, I will attach it on here. But yeah, so I ended up only sowing one seed per little spot, because whenever you are thinning them out, it's just really sad. You're losing that seed. And I will admit though, I'll have a handful of seeds, and I'll get my little trays done, and whatever's left, I'll just kind of like do this thing. And so, it could be an instance here and there where there'll be more than one coming up. So I had watered the soil before I did any of this. I did mix a little bit of sand in here to kind of help them with being able to move around and be well draining soil and stuff like that. So there are also holes, I can't show it to you, but holes drilled in the bottom of these trays to help the water flow out a little better. So that's the other tray. These are all French breakfast radishes. I have a nice little rosemary that I found at the local nursery that I wanted to try. Look at those purple flowers. Aren't those beautiful? And then this is Hi-Ho Silver Thyme. I just thought the variegation was just really pretty on it, and it smells amazing. Okay, and these are trees that I was driving by my neighbors, or just driving through the neighborhood to get to my house, and I noticed my neighbor had these little containers sitting by his garbage bins, and so I stopped and got out and asked if they would be willing to part with them, and told them what I was going to do with them. So I drilled holes on the bottom of these so the water can flow through, and then I added I did do a spoma on these so that it was easier, better for them to drain. And this one has about a bag that's the 1 cubic feet, and then a little more of another bag, and then this one's just 1 cubic feet. So an entire bag is what it took. And I will have to post a picture of everything that's in here, but I believe all of these are radishes for sure, just different types. And I tried to pay attention to how far away they needed to be sown, because I didn't want them to crowd each other. And kind of the same thing in here. I do have some radishes, parsnips, and turnips in there. But like I said, I'll just flick a picture up here that shows you exactly what I put in there. But I just kind of keep these watered, and I may end up moving them because as you can see, they're right now it's about 4:30 or so, 4:45 in the evening, and the sun is like moving away from them, so probably need to move them out a little more into the sun. But they came up after we saw a lot of little sprouts yesterday, and that was only 2 days after me sowing them. So give them a little fertilizer because I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Put that back in there. And I also saw a little froggy sitting on the edge there. You'll see the picture on my Instagram. It's so sweet. So yeah, those are my radishes. I'll show you this. I was trying to be silly. My daughter had a school experiment where she had to have pinto beans growing in like a Ziploc bag with the little paper towels and everything. And so they did fairly well. So I told her to go ahead and plant them out here if she wanted to. And we can see if they continue to grow. But I put some radish seeds in here as well. And they're starting to pop up a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with these little guys. Maybe it's the seed casing on it and it's just not taking out. I'll give it a couple more days. You can see another one over there. So I have to keep her on her toes. These are my dragon tongue. They're not doing so great. It was kind of an experiment there too. So, all right, so those were my little radishes. And so in this last year of us doing it, I had quite a bit of radishes whenever I harvested because they kind of all come at once. So, but with these different types, it'll probably be a little bit separated, and then I'll do a little bit more concession sowing. What's it? Succession sowing. So that I can get more, you know, as it stays a little cooler. They're a little frost tolerant, so it should be fine. But we roasted them, we ate them fresh, we sliced them and put them in our salads. There's all sorts of fun ideas that you can do with them. We actually pickled some last year too, which they were really interesting. The color went away from them, but they still tasted really good, just like a little pickled radish. So if you guys have any fun recipes or ideas to do with them, let me know, and put them in the comments, or email me. My email address is on there, and we'll go from there. So maybe I can try them and put them on my Instagram page. So all right, well, have a radishing time. Bye. I forgot to update those who are keeping count. Not dressed for the occasion, ever.